here. You know, I've filmed a great TV show and gotten to do covers of magazines that I grew up reading and love reading and get to record. And it's just all these things that I always knew I was gonna do and always knew I was gonna get to that point, but to actually have seen it played out and that it's real and it happened to me, it's just so surreal and amazing, and I'm just couldn't be happier. It's living the dream. It's great.
She just has a very mature sense about her, and I think it really helps her feel very confident in any situation.
I definitely wasn't always as outgoing as I am now, because I remember in elementary and middle school, I would be the girl, like with her head, like, you know, just like super shy.
She's quite fearless. I'll try and, with interviews or anything, I'll try and put her on the spotlight, but she's got an answer for everything. So she always has some comeback.
She's a G, rated G.
Straight up G. I really think a lot of it came from auditioning and just being in front of all these people and sort of stepping outside your comfort zone.
Lucy is incredibly talented. She's got this incredible spark in her. She's not afraid to play, and she wants to play when we're out there doing these scenes together, and I've really enjoyed creating this relationship.
If you were playing Cinderella's mom, you could eat key lime pie and wear a moo-moo, and she can play the kind of like, oh, my life is so difficult and I can't believe this is my situation, and desperately want to get out of the situation and make my dreams come true and meet that Prince Charming, and you believe her and you want her to get those dreams.
Okay, I'm going to the dance.
I think Katie's willingness to break out of her shell, you know, that was a big thing. We needed to make sure in the music that you felt that there was something bigger going on in Katie's life than the life she was living, and the way she was treated by her sister and her stepmother and even that little brother of hers.
She wasn't going to accept the life that she was given, that she was strong enough and cared enough about her dreams to make them a reality.
She's a very passionate young girl. She loves music and she loves singing, and she's a strong girl. She's very confident, but she's sort of been hiding in this shell. You know, going into an acting role, you have to get into the mind of another person and what their personality is like and what decisions they would make. And I am Lucy singing, but I'm not always necessarily singing about something that I've been through. So I have to sort of step back a minute and be like, okay, why am I singing this? Like, what kind of feeling am I feeling?
Her talent as a singer is huge, and I had no idea. I didn't realize that she was really a singer.
We have to meet Lucy because you can't really write material unless you understand the voice. So she came in to the studio and just blew us out. She has a big ability to kind of be bigger than the song.
I have searched the world to find there's nothing better.
So we've kind of, every chorus, have really shot for the moon and let her show off her gifts. So
usually when we write a song, we have to think, okay, they have limited vocal ability, so we have to, you know, kind of bring it back, you know? But with her, the sky was the limit. We could write songs as big and bold as we wanted to, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
The songs that I sing in this movie are definitely different from anything I've ever sang in real life. So it was a bit of a challenge at first. You know, I was a little bit intimidated when I heard the songs. I was like, I'm used to singing slow songs, like just guitar, just me, just simple songs. And these are, you know, they're very fun. They're very, like, radio friendly.
Follow my lead, guys.
So in this film, we have quite a few musical sequences. We start with a fantasy opener, and that's Katie doing a big rock and roll number.
Hold on, 'cause I'm letting go.
And then we have what I think is the centerpiece of the movie, a big Bollywood dance. And we shot that in one day, which is very impressive. We also have a big finale sequence, and that's what the movie is leading up to.
Dancing is definitely a new experience for me.
Well, my dance experience prior to this is about this much.
You know, I love dancing with my friends. I love having a good time. But as far as choreography, no experience whatsoever.
Well, I've been dancing since I was 3. Been dancing ever since.
In approaching the choreography, and even on the production side of it, we wanted to be really clear about defining the personalities of each character. So Katie is very rock and roll. She's very loose. She's very honest. For Bev, much slicker, cleaner, poppy, glossy, cover of magazine. Each person definitely has their own personality, and it really comes out in the musical sequences.
When I found out I had to do choreography for this movie, I was like, oh, okay, great. I was a little nervous, but you know, I sort of figured out that like, okay, I can kind of do this. Like, I can do it.
My timing was off here.
You need to leave a little bit earlier. We put her in the room. I said, look, I'm going to give you some choreography, but I want you to feel free to bring yourself to it.
I saw them do my routine, and I'm like, you guys want me to do that?
She got right into it. Everything I gave her looked great on her. I said, if there's anything you're not feeling good with, she said, this is great, I love it. I was really impressed with her dance job.
Michelle Johnston she's great at what she does. When she was teaching me the choreography, she knew exactly what she wanted, and I think it was up to me to bring my style to it, and I think she just trusts me in that part.
I'm so used to working with actors where you approach it in a very specific way, very kind of delicate way until they get comfortable. Jessalyn's a dancer, so she came in as a dancer, and I taught her like she was a dancer. It was like a dance class. I said, this is a choreography. She picked it up. She was so good, I added a couple other things for her. It was just like the old days, like teaching a dance class.
It's insane, the things she can do with her body, and she's always doing splits, and it's amazing. She's a beautiful dancer. Unfortunately, we didn't get to dance together at all in this film, which is, actually, no, that's probably good, 'cause she would have made me look really bad. Yeah, I actually told them to not. No, I'm kidding.
Jessalyn is also a great turner. She does these very fast turns in Bollywood. She snap, 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 which is really hard to do, especially in this 40-pound dress that she's wearing. And she rocked it.
I was thrown into the Bollywood sequence at the last minute.
The intro into him is this tumbling pass that comes from way backstage. Tumble, 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 boom. He was so exciting. We put him in the middle of this harem of girls. He was improvising. He was throwing Michael Jackson moves. He was astounding.
Michelle and Stella simplified things. They just really broke it down and were comparing Bollywood moves to hip-hop moves, which was a nice translation for me.
Missy Pyle is my hero.
Watching Missy dance in Bollywood, that was a dream come true. That was an absolute dream come true. I don't think I would have it any other way.
Missy made a lot of moves that cracked me up.
Well, Missy is 6 feet tall. I put her next to my two shortest dancers. It was hysterical. Here she is, there they are. And she actually does have some dance background, which I wasn't expecting. So I had to beef up her dancing a little bit, and we actually put her in a couple more sequences.
Michelle's an amazing choreographer, and I feel like she did a really wonderful job choreographing the Bollywood dance. But when she saw me and what I did with her choreography, we're probably going to be seeing that I'm probably going to get a choreographer credit in this. And I think Michelle is probably going to pass over.
I'll actually see it and see how it turns out to make that decision.
I honestly hadn't been up on a stage performing like that in years. It was like